Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about 5 things that I didn't know about the moon before I got into astronomy. As for many beginner astronomers, the moon was the very first thing I laid my eyes on through a telescope and in fact took a picture of it with my phone, which ultimately marked the first time I properly seen the moon, December 31st, 2025. It's now been nearly a whole month since that day and I've certainly done a lot of observing since then, and the first thing I didn't realise was how bright a full moon actually was. The first time I seen a full moon down a telescope was not too long ago and it was surprisingly difficult to look at, and that's not because it was hard to find but because it was shining so bright through the eyepiece that it was practically like holding a phone torch straight to your eye. And then even worse is when you pull your eye away from the telescope and that 10 minutes you just spent adjusting your eyes to the dark it goes straight out the window. Next up is how close the moon is through a telescope. By that I'm talking about the fact that you don't need that much zoom to actually get a full frame of the moon. I usually use around a 45 times zoom, which fills my lens pretty much entirely with the moon. At number 3 is a little bit of a silly one, but it's that you can't actually see evidence of humans that have been to the moon. Now there's a lot of skepticism around this, so I'm just going to keep it purely to the facts rather than have we actually been to the moon or not. So the reason we can't see man-made objects or footprints left on the moon is due to angular resolution. There are 2 light colours trying to blend into one pretty much. Try imagine a red brick house close up and you can see all the detail of the bricks and the brickwork itself, but the further and further you get away from it, the more just plain red a house looks and you eventually can't see any of the brickwork at all. That's basically what's going on there. At number 4 is that the moon rises around 50 minutes later each day, and that's part of its 29.5 day cycle. It's something that I never actually paid much attention to until I actually started looking at it. And last but certainly not least is that the moon is drifting away from us. This isn't something I necessarily noticed whilst observing, but it's something I learned since being into astronomy. The moon is leaving us at around 4 centimeters per year, and in return this is actually making our days longer by about 1.7 milliseconds per century, and eventually the moon will drift so far out that it will not only be tidal locked with the Earth, but Earth itself will be tidal locked with the moon, meaning that you'll only be able to see the moon from one side of the Earth, ever. That's all from me for now, and if you enjoy these kind of videos, then why don't you go ahead and hit subscribe. I upload videos on a weekly basis, which is pretty much whenever the sky allows me to, and I purely focus on the reality of owning the telescope and what you can really see up in our night skies. Anyways, thanks for watching, and bye for now.